Oh, man. First day of work, yeah, it was alright. Bro, you know what, Thug Duck? You might think I'm a piece of shit for saying this or whatever, but I'm just gonna come out and say it. Bro, I fucking hate working in Canada because every fucking job now is just infested with fucking Indians and Chinese people and shit. Like, motherfucker, not one. There's three people at my new job that speak English. Me, some random black guy, and my mom. You know what I'm saying? Yesterday I had this chick trying to tell me what to do in Punjabi. I just looked at her and I'm like, lady, if you're not gonna speak English to me, go get someone that does. So she walked away and got the only fucking black guy in there that speaks English. Like, fuck me, man. You know what I'm saying? I've tourist in my own country. That's exactly how I feel. That's crazy you say that because that is exactly how I feel. Like, I can't, like, doesn't matter what job I get now, it's just fucking, you know what I mean? Just fucking unbelievable, bro. It never used to be like that. I swear to God, it never used to be like that. Like, ever, brother. You don't even understand. Never used to be like that, man. Wayne, what's up? You know how the government let it get so bad? The government let it get so bad because that's how they hold a majority fucking. That's how they hold a majority and fucking for like the next 20 years, you know what I mean? Trudeau imported all of these fucking Indians and shit, and he made a law so that immigrants that get their citizenship are allowed to vote after only 4 years of having it. His first year in term, he fucking lets all these immigrants come in, doesn't call a fucking vote till the next like 3 years, 4 years after that. And by that time, all of these Indians that got brought into Canada because him are now able to vote, and they're gonna, of course, they're gonna vote for the fucker that brought them to a good country. You know what I mean? Like, Canada is so shit now. Like, I'm telling you the straight up truth. Once my parents fucking die, like, once my parents pass away, I'm the fuck out of here, bro. I won't be living in Canada. I'm literally gonna get some fake passport or some shit with a fake name, and my whole life was just gonna start over. You know what I mean? My whole life, I'm just gonna sit there and just start it the fuck over. Many people are leaving the UK. Yup. The UK as well, bro. It's a fucked country as well, man. Well, a fucked part of the world as well. Like, bro, the other day, the other month, Thug Duck, there was some, like, religious, like, Indian religious event that happened in Canada. And in the middle of the street, there's fucking garbage, literally, from the one side of the street to the other side of the street, with garbage piled up to your fucking knees. They're sitting there, like, lighting fireworks off and shit in the middle of this garbage. Like, it's fucking mind-blowing to me. And then they just leave after the fact. That's the best part. They just leave all of this garbage and shit there, you know what I mean? Brother, don't even get me going about the election. Fucking Mark Carney, that fucking diddling pedophile, is in charge of our country now. Our dollar is about to see its worst fucking return ever. Mm-hmm. Preach, Thug Duck. Nah, bro. Preach for real, dude. Let him know. Nah, he's so for real with that. Nah, dude, even even if it wasn't a liberal prime minister, our country is so fucked. Like, our dollar is so bad. There's some... Bro, let me put it like this. There was a job opening the other day. And around this building, the line for the job interview, or job opening, went out the fucking door, around the building, like, completely. And it was all just, like, Indians, bro. There's, like, the odd white person there. It was all just fucking Indians. I'm just sitting there like, holy shit, bro. Like, the country's so fucked. And, like, of course, none of them sitting there speaking English. I don't even understand how the fuck you can get into Canada if you can't even form a complete fucking English sentence. It doesn't even make sense. English and Indian schools, yeah. Thank you, sir. This was English very good, yes? It's like a perfect imitation right there. And then they start speaking Punjabi or whatever the fuck. Literally, the past two jobs that I've had to fucking look at this Indian person right in their face and just be like, listen, I cannot understand what you are saying. Get someone that speaks English. Like, fuck, dude. How is this, like... Maybe Vancouver is better? No, Vancouver is worse. Well, actually, I don't know if it's worse than Ontario, but... Pretty fucking bad. There's this place... Yo, listen to this. There's this place near where I live. It's called Brampton. There's so many fucking Indian people there, they started calling it Brampladesh. There's so many Indian people there, they started calling it Brampladesh. If that isn't a fucking... If that doesn't, like, say it, I don't know what will, you know what I'm saying? Like... Bro, in Brampton, these motherfuckers be driving around. I shit you not. I was in Brampton 3 days ago. There's these motherfuckers. I'm talking more than one car, by the way. More than one car. These cocksuckers got a fucking black Sharpie and wrote just random numbers and letters on the fucking thing and then taped it to the back of their car like a license plate. There's like 2, 3 motherfuckers I seen doing this, bro. Like, fuck, man. Like, what the fuck is going on with this fucking country, bro? It's just fucking pathetic, dude. And then, like, this Indian broad last night, she's telling me, like, I'm pulling... So what I was doing last night is, like, this machine would shoot out this plastic piece, right? It's basically a piece you'd put underneath your yeast trough, so, like, the water can just run away, but it's, like, made out of plastic. Anyway, I get these pieces out, and I'm like waiting for them to cool down so I can put them to like fit them inside of each other because each piece is the exact same size. And the lady's like, no, 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 you just stick inside. You stick inside. I'm like, lady, this plastic is fucking like scalding hot. If I stick each piece of plastic inside of itself, it's gonna fucking warp it. And because the plastic is hot, and each piece is the same size, if you try and fit another piece inside of itself, it's just going to bend it out, right? And she's like, no, 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 it'll be fine, it'll be fine. So I sit there, and I stack up all these pieces, and I'm putting them inside of themselves. At the end of the day, she's like, you know, a lot of those, like an heavily Indian accent. I just can't even do it anymore. So you know, a lot of those pieces were warped. Maybe you should wait for them to cool down next time. And I was just like, like I was sitting there thinking to myself, like, you stupid fucking cunt. Like, how many times did I specifically sit here and fucking say this? Literally more than twice. Like, just fucking unbelievable, bro. No education, have an ass, man. Just fucked. Oh, it worked. It worked. Maybe next time you wait a while before sticking. I'm just like, you stupid cunt. Like, I don't even know what the fuck to say at this point, dude. I just, like, honestly, I want my parents to live a long, happy life. I need the fuck out of this country. 100%. Most of these cocksuckers don't even get visas. All these Indians were flowing in on like private fucking charter planes. Bro, these Indians that got let into Canada, most of these motherfuckers are making like $120,000 a year just from the government. Just the fucking government alone. Oh, you got a sponsor? Oh yeah, here, go take 320K. Oh fuck, dude. Go to the States? Bro, if I were to go anywhere, I'd go to Argentina. Spending $2,000 in Argentinian money? Spending $2,000 in Argentinian money is like spending 10 grand here. What about Australia? Nah, fuck the Aussies, bro. Australia is beautiful and shit, but I don't want to wake up with like a fucking 10-inch spider just dangling above my head. You know what I mean? Oh. Well, I might as well get absolutely fucking baked before I gotta go into work, man. Like yesterday, I was stoned as a motherfucker. I'm just sitting there listening to this. Like, I gotta be stoned as shit to listen to these stupid cocksuckers talk to me, dude. It's just like, I can't even say shit either because my mom works there, you know what I mean? The way I look at it, bro, it's just a fucking temporary job anyway. I just got this job to fucking make this this fucking old guy I know shut up. Essentially. Buying a car off him, he's like, well, how are you gonna afford a car if you don't got a job? No, it's just like, fuck, dude. Jesus Christ, just sell me the car, motherfucker. It doesn't matter how I got the money, just do it. Until I find something better, I'm literally just there for like 2 months max. 2 months max, brother. I'm talking like peak, max, like. Excuse me. Like, fuck, man. You know what's the worst part of all of this, dude? Is like, I grew up in a time where Canada was like, not necessarily at its peak, you know what I mean? But it was just coming out of its peak. And like, now I gotta deal with all of the fucking horror shit and just fucking total destruction of my country. I almost said company. Of my country. It's just like, fuck, dude. It's hard to watch. I have all my friends telling me, oh, you gotta be a patriot, man. You gotta be a patriot in these hard times. Like, dude, Canada is fucking gone, dude. The Canada that we grew up in is gone. It's fucking just gone. It's sad. I'd say like the 90s or 80s, you know? Probably the 80s, bro, because that's when Pablo was flooding the fucking streets with coke. Everyone was so happy and shit. You know? That'd be the time. Everyone's just walking around eating their ear. What a time to be alive, right? And bro, this is funny thing that you laugh at this. Yesterday, I'm sitting there and I'm like not looking at my phone whatsoever. You know what I mean? Because it's just like I find if I don't look at the clock, it just helps time go by. I'm like, all right. I'm like getting a little anxious. I'm like, all right, it's got to be close to 11 o'clock. It's got to be close. So I'm gonna look right now. I look at my phone and it's like 8:30, and I'm just like, fuck. I got a visible, loud, just fuck, and the black guy runs up to me. Everything all right? And I'm just like, yeah, man, everything's good. Oh, okay. I heard that the 90s. Wow, yeah, I heard that. Like, fuck, dude. Thinking he had to let that fuck out real quick. Yeah, bro. I just had to just scream to the earth. Let it be known. Like, to do this every day, bro, just working with these people, it's just like, fuck, man. Couldn't do it. My god, this is just a temporary stop. Like, fuck. I literally don't think I'd be able to do it. Like, even the last fucking douchebag I worked with, Jesus. That motherfucker couldn't speak a lick of English either, and he's trying to like, oh my god. This doesn't make sense to me. Time is 10. Yeah, Jesus was a prick. That guy was a legitimate just fucking douchebag for no reason. Work starts at 3. 10, 12 right now. I gotta be. Listen to this. So listen to this bullshit. They want you in the building 15 minutes early, but you can't. They literally want you in the building 15 minutes early, but you can't punch in until your shift starts. I was like, fuck that, dude. I'm showing up 5 minutes before if you're lucky. 15 minutes is early and I don't get paid for that? Suck my cock. Not fucked. I work from like 3 to 11. Man, just hit me for a fat 27. Holy. How is that legal? I don't think it is. Like, they can't force you to show up to work 15 minutes early, is it? And not pay you for it. Doesn't make sense. So I just nodded and agreed, and I was like, "Fuck that, dude. I'm not. I'm not. It's not doing that." You know what I mean? Might have been born at night, but it sure as fuck wasn't last night. I mean, fuck. You want to pay me for an extra quarter of an hour? I'll show up a quarter of an hour early. I don't give a fuck. Another thing is, I don't even know how much money I'm making at this fucking place, bro. I could literally be making minimum wage right now. I don't even know how much money I'm making. Like, if I'm making minimum wage, bro, this fucking job's lasting me a month tops. You know what I mean? What's up, Connor? How you doing, buddy? Where am I working? Same place as my mom. She works in this factory. They're like, it's like a plastic factory. They make like siding for hockey rinks. They make like just a bunch of shit. One of the first things they should tell you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I kind of just had my mom. My mom is really good friends with the boss. I just told her, it's just like, hey, I need a job. Nothing permanent. Just something temporary for like a for a little for a little. I can't speak for a little while. And she's like, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I'll go ask. So she went and asked her boss. Super cool fucking guy, Italian dude. I swear to God, this motherfucker. His old father was like old school Italian. I swear to God, that motherfucker was in like the mafia or some shit. Do I like the job? And it's factory work. I'd rather do construction, you know. But I mean, job is job, so money's money. Money is money. I was just saying to Thug Duck for the past hour, probably, or half hour at least. Like fucking, I'm working with like a bunch of immigrants, bro, and they none of them speak English except for me and my mom and this black guy. So this fucking Indian broad's trying to sit here and tell me what to do last night. I'm like, listen, lady, you just gotta get someone that speaks like English. You know what I'm saying? She's like, what? I'm like, English, you know, you gotta get someone that speaks English. Like, I don't understand what you're trying to tell me. Because their accent is so thick and I did this and la 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 la. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, fucking holy fuck. Plus, you gotta think too. It's not only her accent that I can't understand. You got machines fucking clinking and clanging, and it's loud as fuck in this place, right? And then you throw on her accent on top of that. It's just like holy shit! Like I'm in a like it sounds like she's speaking something out of Star Trek or Star Wars. You know, the Wookiee. Might as well be doing that to me. I'm not gonna lie, this is such a chill, nice, easy boss to kill. Yeah, I figured you guys would get a good laugh out of that one. I just fucking can't wait to see my first paycheck, dude. Bro, get a paycheck. It's like probably like $400 a fucking week or some stupid shit. Let's see here. Calculator. Let's just see what my minimum wage equivalent would be here. 17.2 times 40. Bro, I swear to God, if I'm making $17, if I'm making minimum wage, I'm just gonna quit. I don't even give a fuck. My life is not worth that. I gotta be making at least fucking $20 an hour, bro. Like, to make this worth my while. I gotta do. When I leave here, I gotta make sure. In the game, when I leave, I gotta make sure that I go and charge the staff because I'm gonna run out of charges. Well, time to rip a fucking absolute monster of a toke. Cheers. Today, I hope they just have me like, dude. There's this one job this fucking guy had in there. On the job I was doing, I was having to like, I would have like four pieces of this plastic come out, just randomly shoot out at me at a time, and then I'd have to stack them all inside of each other until I got 12 high, and then I'd sit there and have to label each one, and then I would shrink wrap it basically, and then I would have to sit there and take that, put it on the skid, stack that 3 high, and then wrap the skid. You know what I mean? Meanwhile, this shit's shooting out pieces so fucking fast. This guy beside me, this black guy, I was seeing him at the end of the night. He had the same job as me, except his is shooting out one piece at a time. I was like, what the fuck? How come mine's shooting 4? Isn't that some horse shit? This guy's sitting there and he's just like, fucking, I'm not even joking when I say this. He's like fucking sitting there like pretending to play the drums and just like rocking out and shit. I'm like, bro, what? Like, I'm fucking barely having time to like fucking wrap my skid and do all these stickers and shit. This guy's fucking just like one piece at a time. Every like 2-3 seconds. I'm just like, what the fuck? I'm not 26. I'm 27. But thanks for your concern. You're bad? Yeah, exactly. Smarten up. Smarten up, dude. How could you? Redeem Togue? Oh yeah, we're taking a Togue. You best believe that. I'm just grabbing some supplies here. I think you're late for work. All right. Toke's up, baby. Cheers. Literally just trying to work towards. Cheers to a better future. Cheers, brother. One day I'll be out in Bali, butt naked on the beach, sipping a martini. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow. With some broads, oh, that just goes without saying, brother. Getting your tickle pickled out on the beach. Damn. And there was some brads. Some of them dirt bros. 22er. Mystic Wall was stuff. This boss is just brain dead, man. Holy fuck. Unfortunately. Unfortunately. And you know what's hilarious too? Like these fucking people, these people, they're stacking they're stacking these pieces of plastic 12 high when these pieces of plastic are hot, so it's warping the plastic already. And then they want to add like 3 layers of cellophane on top of that. And then they want to stack it perfectly all like 3 high of 12 for 3 high of 12. It's just like, bro, fucking like it's just so dumb. They should wait till that shit's cool and then stack it. You know what I mean? They should print off like a fucking 100 pieces, and there's like a giant area. They should be like sticking them underneath of the area there, and then working backwards. They should be stacking them 12 high underneath the area and wait for them to cool down some, because it's like cooler on the floor too. They'd cool down a lot faster. Like a cement floor. No, 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 no. Alright, whatever. Whatever floats your boat.
Oh, have a
Hey,
good
Savvy.
kid.
I have a question to you, Greek to Greek.
There we go.
So I grew up in a Greek and Italian household, split
She
50-50.
sounds
My
really
dad's
hot.
100% Italian, second generation.
A
My
Verzi
mom's 100%
situation.
Greek, first generation, eldest
Yeah.
daughter of Greek immigrants. So the culture is obviously still very relevant to me and my family, but Greek wasn't a language that I spoke at home because my dad isn't Greek. So my parents wanted me to feel more connected to the culture, so they put me in Greek school.
I went
And
to
of course,
Greek school.
my younger brother didn't have to go, but I went for 8 years.
I love that.
And
They
when
just
we went to
gave
Greek
up.
school, they divided us into 2 groups within each grade. So you had what I call the smart and stupid classes, aka speaking and non-speaking. So I was obviously in the stupid, non-speaking cohort, and the kids with 2 Greek parents who spoke it at home were in the speaking smart group. So as you can imagine, kind of like class warfare. But
Sure.
the Greeks in the Greek speaking class
caste
would make fun of us
system.
in the non-speaking class for not knowing the language. And all these teachers were also volunteers. So, you know, in the stupid class, we didn't want to be there because we were being bullied and also because it kind of sucked in general. So we were obviously awful to those poor teachers. And like, okay.
Why would you take it out on the
with my dad,
teacher?
Yeah.
But
You see how women just fucking babble on and on? Sorry, just wanted to. Side note, yeah, we obviously, it's like, get to the fucking point. What is it? Yeah, Jesus
All right,
Christ.
minute 13. We can't really
This
tell
is
what the question is.
2:28.
Yeah. Halfway through. All right, go on, Eldest.
the teachers. And like, okay,
5 days
I
with
have
that
a
lady
relationship
that's
with my
training
dad,
you? Yeah.
But
Okay.
I feel like I still have
Oh.
daddy issues because
Can't
in
wait.
4th grade in Greek school, we went through 7 different Keto Dimitris because, you know, we'd be terrible and beg them to stay, and then they'd always leave, and then somehow it always would end up being a new Dimitri back the next week.
Dimitri
So,
was their teacher.
anyways, I actually didn't really get too much out of Greek school except for trauma. So now in adulthood, I'm 28. I'm a single lady.
You know, speaking from someone who's been shot with a gun, I can feel
Real trauma.
I mean, the trauma that you went through having so many Dimitris must have been so difficult. And the class warfare between the speaking and the non-speaking Greek populations, I mean, you must feel like an Armenian in Turkey.
Yanni, that's what you get for
This
trying
girl
to.
knows what it's like to be black in America. Sorry, I'm coming off as a real fucking asshole for pointing out the obvious.
All right, so let's delve further into her deep trauma.
Sorry.
No, I think you make a good point, but you know that's kind of your fault. I assume you were trying to break up a hobo 69ing, and they shot you. You know, when you broke into their SRO, you're like, guys, come on, stop sucking each other. Fuck you, Greek boy.
I remember I fucking had a client who threw a coffee mug at my head, and I had to do the George Bush duck with the shukin. And it was like, I mean, she fucking flung it. and I was like,
dude. Yeah,
it's tough.
That is, I mean, that's
tough
social work, brutal.
Mentally ill population is tough.
Again,
and then I got into comedy. I'm like, fucking, I can't get out of this business.
Yeah. All right. Let's see what we got here with our friend. our
So
half-Greek
now
friend.
in adulthood, I'm 28. I'm a single lady.
voicemail started when
My
you were
yaya, who,
27.
God willing, is about to turn 95.
That's good.
My yaya,
good.
who, God willing, is about to turn 95, is encouraging me to find a nice Greek boy to date. But I feel kind of weird about it. She and my mom are encouraging me to get more involved at the Greek church, and that's just not something I feel super secure doing. I feel like I'm not Greek enough to be in those spaces.
This is interesting.
And if I dated someone Greek, I wouldn't feel Greek enough for them or their family. And I mean, I know I'm Greek. I'm proud to be Greek. I cook all the family recipes. I love
That's
the culture.
nice.
But I feel insecure
love the
about
culture.
my level of Greekness when I'm around
I mean,
other
cuisine,
people.
bitch.
So
That's cuisine.
I consider you a Greek, because you're first gen. So I'm interested to hear what you think from your perspective, and if you have any advice for trying to get over my.
Because you can
insecurities.
cook some
we are the
Greek
right
food
family.
doesn't mean
Yeah,
you like their
yeah.
culture.
I'm first geners, yeah.
Well, to give the best advice, I think you're going to need to DM a picture of yourself to Stavros, and then he'll be able to tell you if you can make a Greek wife or not.
That, it wouldn't hurt. It would. We're not saying you have to. It would not hurt.
And she's half and half something else, which is exactly what you said.
Italian doesn't quite count.
You want something a little more exotic.
Well, Italians and Greeks, like, who are we kidding?
You want like a Greek
It's
Chinese.
the same thing. I just want a different, like, Italian culture and Greek culture, too similar. Particularly American Italians, and it's like Greek Americans and Greek Italians. It's like there's a little too much Guido overlap.
Right.
It can be a different Europe. It just has to be a
forgot to
different
message
culture. I
this
just want
guy.
something that feels markedly different.
Right.
Greek German.
I guess that would qualify. I would put that in near the bottom of my race ranking wife.
You want like a little Ecuadorian in there.
Yeah, I mean after what we saw there with the priest,
Hey, she's half Greek, half Hamas. Does that work?
It literally.
Damn, son. Rocky.
Look, we've gotten political enough, folks.
Sorry.
I won't take the bait on that one.
I think we solved American healthcare.
I thought I was on Hassan Piker's live stream.
This motherfucker messaging me sleazy.
Well, look, you get fucking Socrates and Aristotle together, we're gonna fucking fix some of the world's problems.
Listen, if you want to know how to solve the world's problem, tune into Twitch and listen to a hot 28-year-old Turkish guy figure it all out.
He's 30 now.
He's 30.
Your youth is gone, Hassan. You need to start actually reading the books soon, you motherfucker. You're not gonna be sexy forever.
Yeah.
He is
You
a
fucking
hot
Turkish
Hassan.
piece of shit.
You 9/11 denier. You can't deny I'll be doing Madison Square Garden 9/11/25.
I love the idea of a 9/11 denier. Not saying that it was good, being like it didn't happen. Those towers are still up there. Okay, so I can say about here from my perspective, right? I think we both feel this way a little bit. I think where I definitely don't feel as Greek as I want to be, right? And I think I'm much Greeker than this lady, right? I speak Greek pretty well, but I feel like I'd like to be conversational in Greek, like truly. I'd love to. I mean, at some point in my life, I'd love for it to be interchangeable. And the frustrating thing, I don't know if you feel this, is like, for me, it's like talking is my fucking skill, and when I speak Greek, I'm like, I feel like a fucking sixth grader, right? Like I feel like so limited, and I have thoughts I want to get out. So I empathize with this, even though I am theoretically Greeker than you, right? Mm-hmm. If we're gonna put a thing on it, I think if you want to do this, no one is gonna like grade you on your fucking Greekness.
No.
And they might. And in fact, if it's something you want to, like, I actually have a really good friend of mine who, same thing, first gen, like, grew up, similar thing, sent him to Greek school, he didn't learn shit, kind of didn't really speak, but he has started later in life, he goes and visits his family more. He actually, this is an interesting thing, something I'm even considering doing is, like, hiring, like a tutor that you Zoom with from Greece who, like, you have Greek lessons in Greek, and you talk to them, and they actually like critique your speech. And it's like
that's pretty cool.
There's way, watching Greek movies. I have another friend who, he wants to get more in touch, and he wants to get better with his language. He watches like cartoons in Greek because it's like for kids, so it's simple language, but it's like he's absorbing it and interesting. And like so, there's things you can do. Don't feel insecure about it. I think Greek people love Greek people. So if you just
Greek people
Greek,
love Greek
good
people,
enough.
and then you want to, if you have a
very
desire
true
to
statement.
get Greeker, like if I fucking brought a Greek girl who didn't really speak Greek, but she was like, oh, I've been, I'm taking lessons and I want to get better at it and I want to learn. My mom would be fucking through the roof, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, and then like just you compared to a non-Greek person, you're already fine. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
But I think,
nailed it.
But I think it's good. I agree. Like there is something to. It's interesting about like something I think
300,000 till
like, in a
99
couple
HP.
generations, you could just lose an ethnic identity so fast.
Yeah.
And that's weird. And everybody deals with that differently. And like time is never gonna be Like my neighborhood, Greektown in Baltimore, not that Greek anymore. This fucking neighbor, Astoria.
No.
Even when I visited as a kid, like my church would come, we would literally come to Astoria when I was like 11. It was way Greeker then 20 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
Than it is.
And when I
now.
was a kid, it was all Greek.
You guys are still all connected to your first generation. I lost my ethnic identity.
You're nothing. You're
I'm fucking even Italian, German, Irish. I don't know what I am. Nobody in my from 100 years plus. Everyone's only ever been American.
Yeah, exactly.
So this is what happens when you lose it. Just know that.
Yeah. This the fucking cultureless void you want.
Do you want to move
in?
9 times in 8 years? That's what's gonna happen.
Also, the options are open to this girl because her father is not Greek, her mother is Greek.
True.
So you could go non-Greek also.
The father is more of the one who would be the problem.
Oh yeah. If the father was Greek, then it's
Daughter being Greek.
She's pretty much in prison. I mean, so she's got a non-Greek father. That means he
doesn't give a shit.
Yeah, and plus the mother, who's Greek, married a non-Greek.
She broke the seal there.
So she's already
ruined the pussy generationally.
You don't have to go Greek.
Yeah. Greek people are like, oh, the bloodline's disgusting. She's half Italian.
And the Greeks do hate Italians. Yeah. My mother-in-law married a Sicilian guy, and her family disowned her. It's just a true story.
Which Sicily is just a Greek island,
just
by
a
the
Greek
way.
island. Like mostly DNA, it's all Greek. Yeah.
Even if you look at a map, the fact that that's considered Italy and not Greece is hilarious.
Well, the Greeks were like the first to colonize it, and
Yeah, when I went to Sicily, they have like all like the monuments there that look like you're in Greece, but it's just on the island of Sicily.
Totally.
And that's what the tour guide said. They were like, "This is Greece."
It's so funny they would do, but that's what we're dealing with here. But I would just say, whether this is kind of a general question too, because a lot of people in America I think deal with this. As an immigrant, you decide like, is my immigrant identity important to me? I definitely feel like it is. Eldest, I know you went back to Albania. Like, I think
that's where you got that turtleneck.
Like,
this guy's killing it.
I do think there is. I think there comes a point, especially in like your 30s, you're getting there. You're 28. Like, for me, it happened like kind of in my 30s, where I'm like, what kind of fucking person do I want to be? You start thinking not just of yourself, but there's going to be a generation after me. If I have kids, if my fucking brothers have kids, my friends have kids, like, it's not even about you. It becomes like, what do I want to pass down? Because like, if there was a way for me to like, guarantee that if I had kids, they'd be as Greek as I am, I'd take that. But I got this Greek because my parents are Greek as fuck. So these kids, if I had kids now, the amount of Greek that I speak, like with the amount I'm connected to Greece, they'd be fucking Chrissies.
Look at that, dude.
They'd be fucking regular ass white motherfuckers.
Just regular
in
dudes.
no time. So, you decide what connection do you want. And by the way, if you lose the language, whatever, but you just like going to Greece, you like the culture, you're keeping it alive with cooking, whatever.
He doesn't like going to
We all
Greece.
find what's important to us and what the level of connection we want, and just go with it. Don't feel insecure, but I think there's nothing wrong with working on it. And maybe you'll never be Greek as shit. Maybe you'll never be fluent, but get a little more connected. Get as connected as you have time for, as you feel comfortable with, I think.
And I think it's important for you to know you're not alone in feeling insecure about your level of Greekness. I think that is part of being Greek. Every Greek is always trying to out-Greek, It's like a thing. We all feel insecure about a level of Greekness.
Yeah.
If you're Greek American or if you live in the diaspora, Greeks will make you feel that way.
Yeah, and then definitely when you go to Greece, you're American.
You're
as far
American.
As they're concerned.
Yeah.
Like I made some like Greek from Greece friends that weren't. That's another thing when you want to feel connected. So, because when you go and travel, usually it's like you meet your family, you maybe meet family friends, people that actually care about you, and then I like made some Greek friends, and we were cool. They liked me obviously, but they would get like annoyed and just switch to English. They would just be like, "Look, don't fuck it. Let's forget this bullshit. Like you're a fucking American. You're an American. Like it's cute what you're trying to do. Yeah. So just be prepared for that.
Another Hispanic help it out.
Yeah.
When you switch to English.
Yeah. So just
that's a big deal.
Feel okay with whatever you're like. That's being an immigrant. It's like you really aren't either place fully. And that's okay. You find that little center for yourself.
Yeah, just as long as you don't marry a Turk, you'll be fine.
I'd be interested in that. Honestly.
That would be actually
Get
great.
A little something going.
That'd be great.
Put aside put some tits on Hassan.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Fucking, I'll take Hassan as is. Yeah. Hassan looks like Buck Angel right now.
That kid needs no seasoning. He is cute as a
gorgeous.
button. Yeah.
Good old stop.
Hey, Stavi. I'll just guess. Yeah, I called once before, but I didn't think I said it very well. So basically, here's the situation I'm in, is that my parents kind of like own a vacation home, and I was like drinking at a bar, and I brought a lady over there once, and I just, kind of had some fun.
Pussy getting. Check.
And like, so apparently my my sister-in-law texted me like, hey, be honest, did you, do something with a girl at the your parents' vacation house? And I was just like, oh yeah, that was me. So then my mom texted me, and she just sends me a picture of a wrapper, like a condom wrapper.
Wow,
and
this guy.
just like that, or I didn't say
sex.
this, but it's not one I've ever used before.
Oh, interesting.
It's not a brand I recognize. I've never used it.
This is a nice twist.
But I
That's so
got to it,
crazy.
and I was just like, oh yeah, that was me. I brought a girl over there. That sort of thing. And they just kind of don't. She just didn't like it because she was just like, oh, shouldn't bring people. You shouldn't do that in my house. I don't live there. I don't even live in the area anymore. And here's the thing. I'm like the only single guy that has access to it. The only other guys like that have a key to the place is my dad or one of my two brothers, and all those guys are married.
Juicy.
So, I guess my question is, should I just like let sleeping dogs lie? Because like the only people who actually
Smack
know
that
it wasn't
man.
me is the person that did it, and me.
But sleeping dogs
And I
lie,
don't know
buddy.
who did it. It could be my dad, could be or one of my two brothers. And
Why is
should I try and figure out who it is? And
the
just,
exhaust on the
be
pin so
honest?
big? It's like one of them fucking Honda
Or
Civics with
I
the big
guess-
ass.
Just
Fuck me up.
let this be. Alright. I'd like to hear your advice on this one. Alright,
Very
thanks. Bye.
interesting
Yeah,
stuff.
that's
Yeah.
a challenging
How do
one.
you find out which of your male relatives is a dirtbag?
Two brothers or dad.
It's like Clue.
And you don't have any. See, I think you'd be.
Careful stuff.
Well, you know what, dog?
Lift that thing up before you
Oh, yeah,
move
you
back.
good. I think you.
I think you'd have some idea.
That's well, you know what? I actually would. Me and my
Yeah.
brothers don't hang out all the time, but
Yeah,
if this happened, I have
I
one.
think I would.
I have one who I am choosing. It was
right.
you.
I
You
think
know,
if you had to pick,
for sure.
well, first of all, my dad is the answer.
Start there.
I guess I actually would be kind of shocked if either of my brothers cheated on their wives.
Sure.
They're both in good. They're both.
Rusty sword.
But yeah, I mean, now I'm thinking about if this were applied to my family, who everyone would guess.
It's not necessarily cheating, right? Like they could have gone there with their wives.
That's fascinating.
That's interesting.
You know what? If there's
With
like
the
a
condom,
TBS
though?
show,
You know,
That's the twist.
Didn't he say first one of his sister-in-laws called him, then his mom called him?
who didn't call? Which one didn't call?
The others.
Yeah. So
That's
one
where
of
you
the
start.
sister-in-laws already knows about this condom. And
Right.
kind of assumed it was like him already. So
Now that's beautiful. Like that shows you what a beautiful soul Saxon is. That he considered that even for 1 second. And he was like, wow, these guys could be having marital sex
Which is
secretly.
a crazy way to
It's possible that it's like,
spice up your marriage.
that's what I'm saying. If this was like a
Some
sitcom,
condoms.
it would be like, who's cheating? And then at the end, it would be like the parents go and fuck there. And it's like a cute, like, ooh, they're keeping
Yeah.
the spice
Oh,
alive.
we've been
it's the
ever
mom
since
and
my
dad.
hip
Yeah,
surgery.
exactly.
I've been
Because the sister found the condom.
Right.
Right.
So they blamed. Yeah.
yeah, that's super.
Mhm.
Yeah, NBC
Yeah.
must see TV vibes.
Yeah.
Hey,
I
Rocky.
would though. I think there's no way I'm not asking about this.
Oh yeah, we got to get to the bottom
There's
of
no way I'm not trying to figure this out.
it. Just like, hey, you know anything about this? Or how do you find out what type of condoms they're using?
Oh, snoop around your brothers.
Yeah, maybe
But
it's
here's the thing,
casually
though.
ask for
If
condom
If they're married, okay,
preferences.
Yeah.
if they're married, you fuck your wife with a condom?
That's how they spicing
That's
it up.
nuts.
Maybe. Because the wife could like not be on birth control.
what
or
if-
I just get
something.
nothing?
They're not. Maybe they're not
Fuck.
trying to have a kid.
Your wife?
Heavy
100
Catholic
KC
vibes.
got nothing.
I guess that's possible. I mean, I guess I've
Freaky
been in
Catholic.
you know what? I guess I've been in relationships.
Catholics don't use condoms.
But that's like when they're being nasty, they are.
Ah, okay.
That's probably the dumbest shit I
we'll
ever
take
said.
your word for it.
That's probably the dumbest
I
shit
was
I
just like,
ever
whoa,
said.
okay, sounds good.
I'm fried.
So, oh fuck. I mean, yeah, I'm doing some research here.
Yeah, I mean, you got to listen, bro. Go gumshoe mode. Put the trench coat on. Get
I
a
would-
magnifying glass. Figure this out.
I guess each family is different, but I would be talking about this with my brothers.
Yeah.
I would be like, I mean, you could play it, you could slow play it and be like, Mom got pissed at me. I was getting pussy at the vacation.
Yeah.
And kind of play it that
Yeah.
way, see what their whole vibe is. Like,
See, maybe my brothers, we wouldn't talk about it.
All right, I'm out of here, boys. Appreciate y'all. Have a good day. God bless. Peace out, Thug Dog.